I really need to get a new freaking camera badly now. I don't like this. So these are just kind of pencil toppers I made for my work pencils. Got another one in my bags right now, even right here. I haven't really given them too much of a polish because I mean they're my work pencils, so they're gonna get dirty or messed up. Not really much of a point to make these ones super polished. I'll be using them on job sites. But most of the time I make them out of petrified wood, really. I like petrified wood. I can't be the only one that sees like a face right there. Like right there, it looks like either some kind of skeleton face, or right there it looks like, I want to say Mr. Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. That's what that looks like to me. Either like Mr. Boogie's face or like a skeleton face right there. Flip it over and it looks, This side doesn't really remind me of anything. That side definitely reminds me of a skeleton face or Mr. Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. I think it's pretty cool. And this piece was found in Pacific Northwest on the Lewis River in Washington State. The cool thing is it's a knife. You know, just a one-handed knife. A one-sided blade. Yeah, pretty cool piece. I think another piece I might start on next would probably be something like this one, maybe. Not sure what I'll make with it, but I'll do something with it, I guess. I mean, I got the dang piece, I gotta figure out something to do with it. Huh. So besides that one and those ones, there's all kinds of other ones I'm working on. I mean, I got a bunch I'm working on. Everybody who's watching right now, thank you. It's really cool. Please hit the thumbs up button. Maybe subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Helps the channel out with the algorithm. And I'll show you some cool places to... I'll show you all the good places to find cool stuff like this. Or at least all the cool places in the Pacific Northwest where you can find cool stuff like this. Or I got cool stuff like this. Or pieces like this one. This one was found, I believe this one was Washougal. But it was a kind of a pain in the butt to polish up all by hand. But it turned out pretty cool if you ask me. It turned out really badass. Not only is there like some carnelian or some red carnelian, but then there's the, looks like druzy quartz or just quartz in the middle. But besides that, the red carnelian looks pretty cool. But this piece right here, actually, I plan on giving to somebody. I just have to find the person, get a hold of them, and give it to them, because most of these are just going to end up getting given away, actually. Not totally sure who to, but they're going to end up getting given away. Along with other cool pieces, like this one, I guess. Eventually this one, I'm going to give this one away too. And then one of my favorite pieces. This one right here was found in Klamath, Washington, actually. Took me a long time to get it all polished up and cool looking, especially by hand. Yep. This is another piece I'll given away. And then I left one side raw, but the rest of it's all polished up besides that one side that I left raw. Like I said, if you like this kind of content, you like these videos, please leave a like, a thumbs up, maybe a comment. If you want to see more cool stuff like this, please subscribe. It really helps me out. It helps out the channel. Hopefully we can get to the point to where I can actually maybe get monetized and then have a big giveaway with all these. Surprised nobody's talking in the chat though. I mean, it says there's some people here, but nobody in the chat. It's all good though. Yep. Oh, here's a pretty cool one I was looking for a long time ago, but couldn't find till now. See if you can see the, yeah, kinda crud. Let's see. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Sorry. No, I am not a wizard. What makes you think wizard? I mean, like witchcraft and stuff? Definitely not. Some of them are crystals, and some of them are quartz. Like, here's a piece of some like, green quartz. Down there's a nice chunk of quartz I'm going to carve into a dragon head. Then, got a lot of quartz actually. Besides those two, I got another piece right here. It's quartz. I'm working on this one though right now. When I'm done, it'll look pretty badass. It will probably have a good shine to it when I'm done with it, but thank you. If you want to know where I find all these, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I go around the Pacific Northwest trying to find cool rocks and show you guys where you guys can find some cool ones too. I'll show you how to polish them up. Hopefully you guys enjoy them too, because rock hounding is a really good hobby. It kept me from going back to jail, so I mean, it keeps you out of trouble. You get to meet a lot of cool people, you get to find cool rocks, you get to travel, and it keeps you out of trouble. That's the whole reason I liked it. Because it was a hobby that kept me from going back to jail. But yeah, in this one I still see like a skeleton face right there, or I still want to say like Mr. Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. It's like his face right there. I wish I had a better freaking camera. And I pretty much polish all these by hand. I don't got any kind of actual polishing equipment, so most of these I do all by hand. Sometimes I use my drill. If you want to know what I use to polish it up, I use these polishing pads you can get from Amazon, pretty cheap. They have all the different grits and stages. They work pretty good. And the other thing I use to really shape them and whatever is kind of funny. I use knife sharpening stones or knife sharpeners. That's how I'll get my shaping done with them. Diamond knife sharpeners. They work really good for shaping them. And yeah. Besides that, the pads, a lot of elbow grease. And, I haven't actually done anything to this one yet, but just another one I found. And it depends on what piece, if I'm doing it by hand or not. If I'm doing it all by hand, and it's a bigger piece like this one took a long time actually. But that's more, no, that's not crystal. Those are just agates and quartz. But one like this one took me a long time, mostly because I started it, and before I finished it, I moved on to another one, and then I moved on to another one, and eventually I had to go back and finish it, but they take quite a while if it's a big enough piece to polish, especially by hand. But this one's not even close to done yet, really. I think I'm gonna turn this one into probably another light like I did my other ones. Drill a hole in it, put a big LED light inside of it, and you know, makes it pretty cool lights for, I don't know, just cool lights, cool lamps. I have a few videos of the ones I've made on my channel. They're pretty cool too. Made them for a friend's sister whose daughter passed away, so, and she left her behind some big, pretty cool agates. So I polished them up and turned them into lamps for her. This is just one of my pencil toppers for when I'm at work. Sometimes it can be a pain in the ass to get your work pencil out of your bags, so I made this just to be able to pull them out quicker. And it's kind of an interesting hobby. It's slowed down a bunch lately. I mean, I used to go on trips all over the Pacific Northwest with a bunch of friends and RockHound and have good times. Unfortunately, a lot of those friends have passed away or moved away or busy. But it did keep me out of jail. Kept me from going to prison, so that's always a good thing. Definitely keeps you out of trouble as long as you're with the right kind of people and don't do anything stupid. It's a good hobby to keep you out of jail or prison. I mean, I've been doing this for a while now, and in fact, I've actually been doing this for quite a while. Big piece of obsidian. I got a lot more obsidian in the back. Sometimes I'll start trying to flint knap it and see if I can make any arrowheads or spear points. Not that great at it yet, but a little bit more practice and I will be. This piece right here, actually this one I plan on either mailing. Yeah, I'll probably end up just mailing this one to person who's going to get it, because a few of these already have destinations where they're going, like this one. This one is already going to go to somebody. And that, no, this one's probably going to go to somebody too. Then the bigger ones will definitely go to somebody. The bigger, bluer ones, and that, and probably that one. And then the dragon head one. That's just a giant chunk of jasper and agate. These are just some of my recent finds on the Lewis River. Pretty sure this one's petrified wood or something. And there's a bunch of others. Not totally sure what this one is, honestly. I'm not the best at identifying, but pretty good at finding. I think this one's jasper too, actually. Yeah. And, this piece right here is actually found in, this piece was found in Kalama, Washington, actually. I think same, yeah, it was the same place where I found this. A lot more pieces like this though too. Yeah, found this piece. I think this actually was a piece of maybe jewelry or something, old Indian jewelry, because there's a hole going through it. I found this on the river too, so some part of me wants to say this is some kind of like Indian artifact or something. And then, oh cool, another light came on. Besides this one, I also got some other cool stuff, like got some pretty cool, let's see, I'm not gonna get my good ones here, or out here, they're all in my room, but I got some fossils, like clam fossils, got little shark fossils. I got these from Agate Beach, I believe. I think it was when I went on a trip to Agate Beach with with a couple of my friends. Got a bunch of fossils. These are mostly clam fossils in that one. Then in my room, some of my other good ones, I got some shark fossils, a whole bunch of fossils, really. Then all kinds of stuff. I got more rocks than I know what to do with, honestly. Like this tote right here is completely full of stuff from Gold Beach, actually. This tote should be everything from Gold Beach. Looks like brick. Which one does that right there? The thing with the clam fossils in it. Or if you ask me, the thing that looks more so like a brick would probably be the red jasper with agate I found. And the red jasper kind of looks like a brick. Yeah, red jasper and agate. I need to start working on this one too. Then here's a big chunk of petrified wood that I actually cut a lot of the pencil toppers for my work and stuff. I cut it from this piece right here. Big piece of petrified wood I found. So yeah. I also like the ones that are just kind of multiple, or I guess I call them, what do I call them again? I call them crud, I can't remember it now. Dang. Brain fart. But yeah, I like the ones that are a bunch of things put together. Yeah, sorry, excuse me. Kind of like this one, which was one of my first ones. Thank you. I found these all in the Pacific Northwest and polished them by hand. If you want to know cool places where I find these, subscribe. If you want to see more content like this, leave a like. It really helps out the channel, especially with the YouTube algorithm. But I've got pieces from all over the Pacific Northwest. And I've been all around the Pacific Northwest, rock hounding with friends. It's been a while since I really went on a good rock hounding trip, but up until a couple years ago, me and my friends went on a lot of trips. Met some really cool people, found some really cool rocks, kept myself out of jail, kept myself out of prison. I didn't feel like going back to jail, so I picked a good hobby, I think. Honestly, I just need to get a way better freaking camera too, because this one kind of sucks. Got all kinds of pieces of all kinds of minerals and cool rocks and gemstones. I got a little bit of everything, probably. This is gonna be another piece I need to freaking get working on, really. I really need to get a better camera too, because this camera really sucks. But like yep. I find a lot of these also while working. I work in construction, siding houses all over the Pacific Northwest too, so it's always something I like to do on my lunch breaks. Go find some cool rocks if I can. Makes work day a little bit more fun, I guess. Go by a little bit better. You can find a few cool rocks. Whoa, crap, what was that? Oh, my lighter. Also, another one of my first pieces pretty much is this one right here. I have no clue what it is, but I think it's kind of cool. My phone, there it goes. But yeah, got all kinds of stuff. Everyone who watched, thank you. Everyone who left a like, thank you. It really helps out a lot, and I appreciate that. If you subscribe, that's even better. It really helps with the algorithm. But yeah, it's kind of late, and I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully everybody has a good night. Everybody keep rocking. Thank you. Peace. Right. Actually, this piece right here has a little bit of gold in it too, even. I don't know if you can see the flakes, but there's some gold flakes in there. if this camera's really picking up the flakes, but yeah. Gold flakes on there too. This piece. Crud, I can't remember where this piece came from. I'll have to check my records or something. Figure out where this piece came from. Really sucks is I broke one of my pieces. Right here, this one fell off the table and broke, and that really ticks me off, kinda. Put a lot of frickin' time, effort into these, and so when they break, it really sucks. But that's okay. I still got the other half right here. But still, breaking this half really kinda sucked. No, it just really sucked, yeah. Not really kinda, it just really sucked, breaking this piece. Like I said, some of these pieces take a long time to finish. Now, hour-wise, you know, some of them probably take, I don't know, over 100 hours or so. Other ones, they take a long time just because I move on to a different project and don't go back to that project for a while. That's normally the reason why they take a long time. But hour-wise, the bigger pieces take, you know, a little over 100 or so, and a lot of the smaller pieces, they don't take too long, really. Just gotta have some, know how to use elbow grease, because I don't got any kind of cabbing or any kind of lapidary equipment. I got polishing pads, knife sharpeners, diamond knife sharpeners, sharpening stones, polishing pads from Amazon, and every now and then I might use my DeWalt drill over there. But besides that, everything else, all freaking elbow grease. So anything else, you know, elbow grease. I think I do pretty good. Sober? No. No, this is not a sober work environment. It is a good hobby to keep you out of trouble, though. I mean, I may partake in the devil's lettuce, but that's about it. But this hobby did keep me out of going back to jail, or even worse, prison. And you meet a lot of cool people. You get to travel. You get to find cool shit. You know, stuff like this. Nope, none of that. I can't be the only one that really thinks like that right there kind of looks like a skeleton face, or it looks like Mr. Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's what it kind of reminds me of. There's his eyes, there's his big giant mouth. But yeah, that's what that reminds me of. And on this side, I don't know. My first rock? Wow, that I'd have to go into my room and dig that up. Like the first rock I ever found that I was collecting or RockHounding, or the first rock that I ever polished. They'd be two different ones, because the first one I ever found is probably in my room right now, with a bunch of other my first finds. But my first rock I ever polished I actually gave that away a long time ago, so most of these rocks I just give away, actually. I mean, they're rocks, and I got a bunch of new ones coming in, and I need to make room for them, so most of these will just be given away, actually. Like, that one's got a destination already, that one's got a destination already. That one doesn't, but probably will soon. Then, that one probably will soon. That one's already got a destination for it, right here. That's already got a destination. This one doesn't, but probably have one soon. Then, this piece right here already has a destination. Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah, because I actually helped out my friend Michelle. Her sister's daughter unfortunately passed away, and when her sister's daughter passed away, they were in the middle of filling up a big wine bottle with little tiny agates and stuff. And I said that I'd help, finish filling it. So I got a bunch of these out, and together we finished filling up that wine bottle for her. Gave it to her. And she gave me some other pieces that were her daughters that passed away, and I polished them up for her, and I made them into lamps, actually. I made a couple of pretty cool lamps. So yeah, these smaller ones, we filled up a wine glass for her, or I finished filling up the wine glass. It was already mostly filled. Maybe like an eighth of the way. It needed an eighth of it, so we filled it up the rest of the way and gave it to her. I don't really sanitize my rocks. I don't know what you mean. Like, I don't sanitize them. They're rocks. If we sanitize everything, our immune systems would be no good. You gotta be introduced to germs, or else your immune system won't learn how to freaking fight them. That's the way I see it. I pressure wash them, though. Like, if they're really dirty, I'll pressure wash the rocks before I start cutting or polishing. But that's pretty much all the sanitizing they get, is just a pressure wash. I'm not too worried. I mean, to be honest, I think everybody nowadays are a little bit too much of a thin-skinned wimps. That's me saying it nicely. Nowadays, everybody's such... Oh, thank you. Yeah, no problem. That was cool. I got a crud load more, but they're all in my room or in the front of my house or in the back of my house. Most of my good ones are actually in my room, but these are just some of the ones I'm finishing up and giving away. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more of it and where to find these, you can always subscribe and check out my other videos, mostly my shorts. My short videos. The long ones, honestly, are boring, if you ask me. I'm not good at editing, so I never edit my videos. I do go live and live stream a lot where I can find rocks, and I'll show you guys where I'm rock hounding at. But sometimes I don't get very good service there, and it turns out kind of cruddy. But hey, as long as we have fun, as long as we stay out of trouble and find cool rocks, hang out with cool people, I'm always down. I'm always happy. But yeah, it's getting kind of late, so I'm in the stream here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing, those who did. If you didn't, it's all good. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you. Everybody, keep rocking. Thank you. You rock on too.